Alrighty, so Friday is here, wrapping up the week. I think this is probably my first full week using this MetaTrader platform. So we should do a little bit of a week wrap up, a weekly wrap up, because I think previously it was last week was holiday week, and the week before that was incomplete week because that was the first time we transitioned over to MetaTrader 4. So this is the first full week. Um, I've grown accustomed to MetaTrader faster than I thought that I would, or definitely faster than I did the After Prime platform that was buggy. And this isn't particularly ripe with any kind of like special features or anything like that, but at least it's not buggy. It looks like it's from Windows 95, but it's stable. And so I'll take stability over aesthetics any day. The other platform was very pretty, and it reminded me a lot of TradingView in terms of its look and feel. Well, maybe not so much the feel because it was also very buggy. So I think I'm not gonna complain as much about the platform that I'm using. I just have to get used to maneuvering around to find the information that I want. It's not just quality of life is definitely lower on this platform, but that's okay. At least it's functional. If you're a prop trader, then you just kind of have to get deal with what the prop firms give you, and not complain about it really, because you're trading someone else's money. So that's where I'm at. Woke up to some profits here. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit with on a lower time frame just to illustrate what exactly happened. I think it was this candle right here. I had an entry at the 325. I don't know if I actually talked about this yesterday, but I was playing this area, the 325 and the 250 for a bounce back up. This area was a very strong area. I think I did express a little bit of hesitation because it was kind of used up already, and it wasn't as clean of a zone in terms of just like structure quality. It was just not that great because there wasn't like a marked leg in that would base for a little bit and then a marked leg out. It's more like, if anything, this entire area is, you could say, is a base. I don't know. It's really subjective at that point, so that's why I figured I thought that this was not the best quality, but the strength of the move that comes out of it, in spite of the fact that this was caused by news, is something that's worth taking a shot on. That was my reasoning. It did work out. It also, I guess unintentionally, what I ended up doing was I hedged against that trade. Actually, I mean, it wasn't unintentional. I did know that that was going to happen. Um, Now that I think about it, but uh, it was also in anticipation that maybe the 325 doesn't work and maybe the 250 works. So what I'm talking about is I had a quarter trade from the 325, where take profit would have been 575, but I put in a short ahead of that just in case it couldn't complete that quarter, and that would give me profits off of playing this zone right here. Instead, what happened was it shot up all the way past the 500, triggered the 575, which gave me both a win and a loss simultaneously. This because I exited at the 34 575, both winning this trade for a profit of 100, but also losing this trade for a minus 30. Now, I will take a one on one, like give me one win for 100 and a loss for 30. I'll take that every single time if it's just 50-50 like that. Um, Obviously, that's not actually the case, but the point here being, occasionally it's worth like kind of like mentally buying some insurance to pay for, you know uh, to pay down a little bit of profits to lose a little bit of profits in order to secure that if you were wrong and it didn't really quite get there, that you would there was a move that you could have profited on in the other direction as well. So that's why I did that. It's not. It definitely is a profit eater and a profit killer, so you can't do it too much. But when we're in a range, and and I felt that this was definitely we were at the top and ranging near the top of a move, and it didn't quite feel like this. What I'm talking about is this area right here. Um, and you have divergence, momentum is dying, and like the trend isn't quite so clear. That's when just for a psychological boost to keep some momentum going, because I don't want to get stagnant and have no trades out there for very long. um, if that's intentional, then great, but I don't want to run out of momentum because I was scared, right? Because then you build up fear momentum, and you're always building up momentum in one way or another in terms of psychologically, right? Maybe not so much in terms of the price, but definitely psychologically it's a momentum game. And if you're doing nothing, um, it's not that you're not building momentum, it's that momentum is reversing in the other direction. uh, at least that's my belief for how the mind works and how emotions and psychology works, right? You're never just standing still, you're either growing or dying. um, so that's a little bit of a you know deep dive into why hedging is worth it. It's not so much for the profits as it is so much for the mentality and the psychology. Anyway, what we're looking at is I did have a backup order at the 575, which is still in play here. So I in a way, this range could pan out perfectly, and I will have played the move up and down inside of a quarter quite perfectly. I did again sacrifice one trade to kind of hedge myself psychologically, but I will take that. I did that. I paid that premium happily, on purpose. So what's next? I mean, it's Friday, so I'm really not really looking to do anything else. I'm just gonna wait for the rest of the day. Hopefully, this goes down and hits take profit at 325. It might not. Over the weekend, we might see more of a bullish move, and I might lose this. Why don't I have a stop loss here? Oh my goodness. I'm glad I noticed this. I put in a typo. Woo! That stop loss is ginormous. Jeez. That could have been real bad. If it skyrocketed up and just blew past my stop loss. And I have my stop loss all the way up here at 5,000 something. It's crazy. Um, yeah, execution error. Glad I caught that. So, let's just see what happens at the end of the day. And I'll wrap up maybe the end of the week once the market is closed, if I'm still around.